and welcome to the episode of Todd Talk. Because when Todd talks, people listen. Hopefully. You like that? I like that too. I literally just came up with that like 30 seconds before the show. So yeah, we are here today to talk about the latest death battle that just happened between Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai. And I am very happy to say that I am back in the win column, baby. Yeah! Samurai Jack won, as I predicted. The battle was awesome, as I had hoped, and yeah, I'm very very happy. It was a really good episode all around. There were some notable flaws, but I'll get to those in a second. But yeah, to all of the Afro Samurai fans, I'm sorry for your loss, including a certain fellow follower and a loyal viewer of the show who was trying to convince me that Afro Samurai was at most 20% stronger than Jack or something like that. Oh no, he was stronger than Jack because he beat a robot that was 20% stronger than himself. That was it. Yeah, I admire your passion. I admire your loyalty to Afro, but one does not simply underestimate Samurai Jack. Sorry. So yeah, let's get right to it. The battle again was the whole episode I feel was good. I think the only flaw, the real flaw in my opinion, was that because of the let's call it the imbalance between how long Samurai Jack is versus how long Afro Samurai is. They kind of had to skimp on some of Jack's feats. Like if you'll notice, they only mentioned the Scotsman when they did the survived being blown up in an outhouse with the Scotsman, right? They didn't mention his numerous fights with the Scotsman, including the one where he went a whole day, just exchanging blades with the Scotsman, and then obviously they did mention the horse technique where he could shatter swords, but they didn't show that in the clip, which I thought would have been really good. And then I just wanted to hear Scotsman's voice. You think you're too good for my daughters? Yeah, love the Scotsman. They also didn't mention like the fact that he's killed entire armies, and even though they showed certain things, but they didn't talk about certain things, which I think was because they just couldn't drag on Afro Samurais, because he's only got 5 episodes of movie and a video game, and they didn't even mention the manga, so I guess the manga is technically non-canon, which I wasn't sure about going into this. So yeah, but that was it. When your only flaw is that you don't show all the footage you probably should have, that's a pretty good flaw to have, because that means everything else is perfect. So going into the battle itself, I won't lie, I was so worried. I mean, I like Luis. He did some great work. His Silver Samurai Shredder fight was absolutely epic, especially with that custom ending. Playtime is over. That was totally him, and it was awesome. And he's done other ones since then, obviously. But I was worried because he's like, this is hand-drawn animation, which I have some experience in, and I've worked with people who've done it with me. If you haven't seen my Avatar Spirit of Earth video. And it's hard, it's really hard to do. And he had to try to do a specific style while, matching both Afro and Jack's personal styles. And I was worried. I really was. I mean, I saw a clip on the Death Battle cast. It was a really good one, but it was just like, you never really know until you get into the full battle itself. And thankfully, it was great. I already complimented Luis on Twitter, and he's liked my tweets. Yeah. So again, great job, Luis. You totally killed it. He really did nail a lot of the stuff that made Samurai Jack, including the bridge scene, which is a reference to the Scotsman episode, of course. The whole jump good. That was a great funny scene. Oh, you jump good. Oh, thank you. That was a great one. The pacing was really great, and dear gosh, that ending. So yeah, I was like, how are they gonna do this? Jack falls off the bridge, and Samurai Afro's still hanging up there, and like, okay, how are they gonna do this? And oh, they're gonna do like the sword clash. And then you see Jack go for a sword. I'm like, oh, he's just gonna slice him in half. No, they went far more brutal. They Jack lost his arm. Sure, why not? And then, but then Sam Afro lost both of his arms. Okay, and then Jack just slices him up, and then they do like the. I love that they did the ending. Okay, they did the ending for Samurai Jack, and with a watch out, down the back, mountain the back, Samurai Jack, watch out. That was great stuff. I mean, now ironically, apparently they released the song for the video on Spotify like I guess like a day or a few hours before the battle went out, and because they had that ending in the music, that kind of spoiled the fight. But thankfully, I didn't know that going into this. So they also showed it at a MetroCon a few days ago, and thankfully, between them and the first members, no one really knew who won, especially if you didn't hear the Spotify thing. So I appreciate you all for not spoiling it, because this is a really good death battle, and it shouldn't be spoiled. So yeah, it was a really good episode. I've already watched it a few times, and I'll probably watch it again today once I get free. Just seeing Samurai Jack in a death battle was really cool. It's been a personal fan wish of mine. I didn't want him to go against Afro, but I see why. Again, as I noted in my preview video, I see why people wanted him to go up against Afro, and it made sense in the battle. And the battle was really good. So yeah, props. Louise, I don't know if you saw my other tweet I made to you, but if you want to do another hand-drawn animation, my recommendation would be Aang versus Korra. Get on it. Yeah, so with that said, next time on Death Battle, I am going to have nightmares, because we have Carnage from Spider-Man comics versus Lucy from Enfield Lie, and something like that. It's a very gory anime, and yeah, like this. When the reveal preview of the episode scares you, you can only dread what the episode's going to be like. Like, seriously, if you haven't seen the Lucy reveal, it's scary as heck, man. Okay? I mean, they were tame with Carnage. I mean, I guess in context, they couldn't show too much of what Carnage is actually done in animation. But no, Lucy, no, screw it. We're going to show her decapitating people and, ripping them in half and everything. So, yeah, I've never heard of Enfield Lie, and I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. I probably should have looked it up again before I watched or did the episode. But yeah, it's gonna be easily probably the darkest death battle they've ever done, and that's saying something, because they've had characters like Scorpion on the show before. So it's gonna be interesting, and I look forward to hearing them talk about this on the next Death Battle cast. So with that, I am ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think about Afro versus Jack? Did you like the animation? Did you think they had the right result? What did you think? Do let me know. And of course, what do you think about Carnage versus Lucy? Oh dear gosh, she scares me. Yeah, and I don't know if this is gonna be a 2D battle, 3D battle, or something in between. I really have no clue. I would imagine 2D, just because of timing and the fact that I don't think Lucy's ever been in a video game, but don't hold me to that. So yeah, but I'll be paying attention to that, and then I'll see you in a few weeks for my preview video. So I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you were listening, and I will see you around.